Mm. I'm sorry. I was munching on ice, which isn't nice. Okay, time for an introduction. That was my new cat. Maybe a new cat. We took her in from a couple that couldn't keep her. She's really poor. She was very poorly. I know they loved her. They just didn't know how to treat her correctly. But that's enough of that. She's getting along pretty well. She's very cuddly. But yeah, put that down there. Her name is Zen, because it's again and again and again. She don't shut up. First, when we put her in the carrier, most cats we get are really, when you first get a cat, they're really like, oh my gosh, where am I going? Which way? That type of thing. Nope. Quietest little thing I ever met. Then we got her home. Would not shut up. Oh, so the name is contradicted itself over again. Okay, but back to the subject. We are reviewing Black Onyx gear. And this is I just wanted to show you guys this awesome card that she got done for herself. And then it says Black Onyx gear, and then it says BOG for your DOG. And it says custom collars, leashes, service dog gear, and more. www.blackonyxgear, and then it has her Facebook, Black Onyx Gear, and then it has her Instagram, which everybody pretty much knows that she likes to go through Instagram better. It's just less drama. I can understand why. And then it says, for every handmade order, every item handmade to order, custom ideas, 30-day warranty on all of our products. If it breaks, we'll fix it or replace it. Which is so nice to hear after the little scandal I had with, I'm not going to say it, because she's still making harnesses and she's getting them out and getting them done. So, shit happens. That's all I'm going to say about that. But 5 months later, and after graduation, I am officially a high school graduate in the state of Montana, ladies and gentlemen. We are reviewing Roxy's graduation. I don't know if you saw it. I'm hoping you didn't see it right away. Roxy's graduation. She thinks it's Iron Man. It's definitely, for me, it's definitely Gryffindor. Because if you guys, I've showed you in my room a little bit. Oh my lord. You and Zelly are going to get along great when you do. Except you're worse because you're black and you fit right in with those. She's laying on top of my clothes. And I've given each of them their own box because they're just dollar store pop-out fabric boxes. And I think she's going to be the one to ruin them for me. Because right now she's chewing on them. New Cassidy vibes. I will get to her later. Because it's just a dollar store box. I'm not going to fit over it. But I got Black Onyx's, Black Onyx Gear's Y-front and vest. Which is basically like your Y-front harness and vest in one. Magical. It's so soft. I love the fleece that she used. Softer than heck. And I think she used a different type of sap. This is a lot better than mine. So what I was making mine out of. I was making mine out of like military grade like nylon. And the thing was harder than heck. I mean, it molds well, but it is not made for like 2 layers of trying to get it through my sewing machine, which I finally just put away. I don't use it. But here it is. Black Onyx gear. It's got... Okay. Here, I should probably take my patches off. That makes sense. Okay, just so you know. This is how I differentiate... In my state, this is kind of how I differentiate fakes from reals, because most service dog handlers know... You know what I mean? I'm not saying that all service dog handlers do this, but most service dog handlers will have some kind of a do not pet patch. And at my graduation, we were walking down, and this is kind of going to be like story time and review of Black Onyx gear. I'm taking on my patches just so you guys can get a feel for the vest. And this is where my mom and me agreed. She was the only person that I had seen make something like this. I loved the idea. I wish there was a little bit more Velcro on the sides, but there were pockets, so there was only so far on the sides that she could go. And for the most part, I think it's more than enough. It's just you know what I mean? If you look at the size of, let's see, if I could have just had like 1 more inch, these would have fit perfect. But it's not a big deal. Okay, so here is the layout. It is a star vest with a Y front, and then it's no metal on the chest. Put it over my head real quick so you guys can see it. So it goes right here, and this goes on the chest, and then this little thingy here, and then this strap runs through here and goes underneath the dog's belly. But I'm not doing that because I've already tried trying to explain it to somebody. Oh, how did you get that on your dog? It looks so. I'm like, it's not that hard actually. And then I had to take it off of her and show them because they were in disbelief that a dog could wear a Y. And I was like, okay, whatever. Like, your dog's wearing a Y right now. Why are we talking about this? Okay, so here it is. And it's got, I don't know if you can actually see these, but these are actually pockets. I have not figured out what I'm going to... Okay, that's what I did with that. That is, I don't use the pockets very often yet. I was saving them for, like, really, like, today I'm definitely using the pockets because we're probably going to go to the library. Jaden has officially started homeschooling with me, and she's already improving just from, like, day to day. She's excited to go to school, and, like, even when she gets no sleep, she's like, I want to go to school. I want to go to school. Yeah, May 25th. That was alright. That was great. Friday. Okay, so then, yeah, these have pockets. I mean, the pockets are, like, just to give you, like, a feel, they're, like, decent size. I can fit my hand in it. There's also, the only thing I have to say is there is a little area right down here that gets sewn over, so there is kind of like a little bump, so it's not like all the way down, but the full prints of the top pocket is like to the end right here, but when you go right here, it like stops, like you can see it bulge, like yeah, so like kind of like that. That's okay with me. Like it's not. I can fit her bowl in here. That's about it, and I can fit patches in here if I want to. Like I could put like fill these things up with patches if I had the money to buy that many patches. I'm thinking of a new idea to make patches so they're not so expensive. But yeah, I have one of those on each side. So yeah, 2 pockets, and then I have a strip of Velcro down the middle, and what my idea was for this is because the original way I wanted to set up my vest was so that it was like this, and then I have kind of just set it up for you. You guys have already probably seen it, but then I set it up like this, and then I'll do this over, not on the camera. That's the only thing I don't like, is the Velcro not being long enough, but I can probably work that out with her next go around when I get another one. Because, you know, vests don't last forever. And I always put this one up a little bit higher just so I have enough room. Velcro's Velcro. As long as it sticks to the thing, I really don't give a care. And then I do that. And then that's how I wanted these to be. And it does kind of cave in a little bit, but I still think you get the thing. I wanted that goes on each side of the vest. And then the top, I was going to do another one of these. Either another one of these and another one of these. Or I was going to do a circle patch that says do not pet. And then I was going to do another one that says I am a service dog. I've always wanted that one patch. And it's like not the best patch. It's like, you know what I mean? It's like a lot of, no, because some organizations do use it. It's like a circle patch and it has like, I think either a paw or a medical symbol in it, and it comes in different colors. And in the middle, it says, and then on the, it's like a circle patch like this, but it says, I am, at the top, and then it says, a service dog. I'm like so contradicting myself for wanting one, but it's just like something in about, just the way it's like phrased, like you can't already tell I'm a service dog. I'm just gonna tell you this way. You know what I mean? It's like, it reminds me of something Roxy would say. Oh, wow. Eesh. Oh, and that's the only other thing I'd have to say is I've barely really used the, where'd my pull strap go? I made myself a pull strap for graduation, so that was interesting, you know? But yeah, so it kind of like goes on that. For reviews, I think that they're made awesomely. She's working, the only thing I have to say is like one shoulder is placed really well, and then the other one, like we already talked about this because like she kind of fixed it, but the only thing I have to say is, instead of putting this all the way over here, I would shorten this, most likely, a little bit, and pull this in more, Stacy, if you're watching this, and then maybe push this down just a little bit, just because I noticed that it kind of buckles right here when she's wearing it, which is not, like, it's not bad, it's like, I was fine with it, like, it's not a big deal to me, but I just, like, when I was first I was really critiquing it, and it took me a while to get comfortable with it. But other than that, I think really it's like awesomely made. And she's got some different designs that you can do with it. I think maybe if I would have went with like a rounded edge, that it would have came out a little bit better, but I like the way it looks, and I like the way it looks on my dog. And she has pictures of Onyx in it, which I die for because Onyx really liked it. She said she almost didn't want to give it up. And I got my vest ahead of time of other orders because I paid to have mine done, like, that day. Like, she got mine done, shipped out. I got it on the 13th, and then I graduate on the 16th. 4 or 5 days ahead of time. I don't think that's right. I don't remember what day I got it. I think I got it the 12th of May, and then I graduated, yeah, the 12th. The 12th or the 13th, either or. So, like, 3 or 4 days ahead of time. What am I doing? Yeah. Putting my patches back on. But yeah, I love these patches. They're my favorite patches. I ordered those ones for $2 for $4, and I got them at a great deal. Took a while for it to get here, but they look awesome. I love it. But yeah, it's a great vest. It works well. And now I promised I was gonna do a review on her summer. Like, it's kind of like her summer vest. I really don't like it, but my mom can put it on her anyways. Because, you know, my mom's the one that paid for it. So, hi, yes, Zen Zen. See what I'm saying? She's not putting up. I mean, she's been quiet since you guys have been on it. What's wrong, baby girl? Do you want to go out? Yeah, you have the cutest meow, though. There you go. Bye. She is so sweet. Okay, now, this is going to be a little bit longer video, just because it's a gear haul video. I give it 5 stars, other than that little side on the edges. And you gotta remember, this is like, she has a little bit of a shaky hand, I've noticed. But other than that, I really like it. And just some places that, like, stuff like that normal happens, like, when you work with a bunch of different colored fabrics, you forget what color thread to use. So sometimes you use black instead of yellow, and sometimes it just happens. I really don't care. It's like, she made sure that it matched on the other side, so it wasn't a big deal. But, this is the one that Roxy was wearing in the meantime while we were waiting on this to be made, and this was here, and I was like, threw that away. I was like, you're not throwing that away. I just paid $16 for that. You know what? I have to say they're pretty well made. I mean, if you're going, like, your first vest, I think these would be great for puppies. They have such a wide radius. The only thing I have to say is get the neck measurements, because this fits Roxy, and she's comfortable in it. But the only thing I have to say is, so help me God, it makes her look like she's gained weight around her neck. And I had my teacher tell me, well, Roxy, you look like you gained some weight. And I was like, no, I promise, my dog, I've checked her weight, I've talked to the vet. My dog is not obese, and she is not complete, like, you know what I mean? She's kind of like that in between, like, I'm a little bit chunky, but I'm still fit type thing. Like, she's like me, very well shaped. Yeah, I got that kind of pear shape, and I may not be like, you know what I mean? I can't run my dog a lot, and, like, I'm being admitted, she'd probably be in a lot better shape if I could run her more. But in the circumstance of where we're living right now, there's not really much I can do with her when it comes to running. I mean, I have to just get her out there and let her run, and I do my best to do that, and she's on a good food. She doesn't get any scraps. I mean, she gets 2 scoops of food a day if she doesn't eat the cat food. And don't contradict me on this. I have tried everything with that dog. When her food is not in her bowl, she's not a very picky dog either. She's like, she'll eat anything. Like, she loves her new food, though. Like, that's her thing, man. She loves her food. If you don't put kibble, if you know what I mean? If you don't keep, like, the way me and my mom have done it is, like, we'll do, like, a breakfast scoop, and then we'll do, like, a half a scoop for her thing. So sometimes she gets about 2 to 2.5 a day. It just counts on the day. Like, today it's pretty rainy out. She's not able to go. We try to do PE in the morning with my little sister, because it is required in the state of Montana that we follow all the subjects that they do in school. And PE is one of them. And I'm probably pushing her a little bit more harder than what they were doing in actual school. But it's just the way it works. You know what I mean? I should probably be doing it myself, but too tired. But yeah, so we got this one, and it is a Deluxe. It is a Deluxe. I would say if you're looking for a good starter vest or a good little, I wouldn't even call it a vest. I would say, like, just be careful, because you can see that it's really petsy, and you can see, like, cat fuzz. You can see the quality in this, and this looking more professional than this. But, you know what? When it's hot, and I mean, it is hot outside, like yesterday, I have got to get her some boots, though, you guys. We went with this, and this was just a good little thing to put on her, and I liked the way it looked until I actually got it, because the dogs in the show had a lot. But you know what? It's well made. It's got a front clip, so I don't have to put a collar on. I think that's what they were getting with this, was like, well, you know what? It does make the dog's neck. It fits comfortably on the dog. Just makes the dog look fat, but there's not really much room for a collar to say, you know what I mean? Because a lot of people use harnesses just as harnesses instead of use a harness instead of a collar, which is totally understandable. If your dog functions better that way, hey, I don't put a dog. I put a collar in my dog when she wears that one. When she wears this one, I just use the D-ring. I use this one, and then when we're on walks and stuff like that, and we're just out and about, you know what I mean? I don't use this for walks very often, but if I have to, or we're doing something where it includes like we're out like at a festival or something like that, and I can't get much contact here, I'll get much contact here because when I first got her, she was trained to when I tug on this, she knows, oh, okay, I need to slow down. She knows from the neck too, but this one doesn't really, you know what I'm saying? Like, this doesn't really do much damage compared to, like, I'm saying, like, I know a dog, their center of gravity and pull is here. This isn't going to hurt him. This is what's going to stop him. But, because you're pulling this way and they're trying to go this way. But this doesn't really, it works for her. It just doesn't, like, when I really need to correct her. Like, yesterday she was being a stubborn butt, man. And we were in our gas station, which I give her a little bit more room because we go there so often and people know us so well and they all are, oh, where's my girl at, type thing, you know, and like they just love Roxy. And she ran up to this like random dude and was like sitting there looking at him like wagging her tail back and forth. I'm like, Roxy, and he's like, oh no, it's okay. And I go, no, she's working. I said she just doesn't think she's working because, like I said, she differentiates this for work, not this. So we've got to work on that. I have a different harness that I use like a Y-front harness. This is basically the same thing as this, but it's a round circle. No. It's not even. It doesn't even have the hardware in the middle. It's just I sewed the straps in a way that they were Y-front, and that was when I was trying to get my brand off the ground with the Y-front harnesses, but it's not really working out. But Stacy from Black Onyx Gear has just come out with the Y-front harness, and she is competing with very much competing with Service Pup Seek, which is the harness that I ordered 5 months ago that never came, and then the buckle broke. She said she was having a hard time fixing it, and it just came down to it that I ordered from Stadia instead. She's actually got a Service Pup Seek harness, which was a lot of people, oh yeah, I know, she's an awesome person, but she just didn't know, she was way overwhelmed, like graduation, like I was, and just forgot that orders exist, type thing. But other than that, she's competing really well, and she gets her gear out a lot faster, and she still does customs, so you get to pick your colors. When I get the money for my job, I'm ordering another one from you, Stacy, because I know you're going to watch this. I'm giving you 5-star review on this because your gear is amazing and I love the way you do things. Other than a couple of fits on the Deluxe, I'd give this like a 4.5 maybe, just because there's some things that I would have fixed about it, like making the neck adjustable. You know, other than that, it's really good. It works for summertime. I'd say this is great for puppies. It comes in different colors. I think it comes in green, red, and blue. And they do have some, you just gotta make sure which one you buy, because they do have ones that say, I'm nervous, I'm friendly, but they do have the service dog ones come in all the different colors, because they know service dog mostly means red, but that's like a common color for service dog here is red, so. Oh, and other than that, the fur that is on the back, you can see it. You can kind of see it. I'd say with a damp cloth, it comes off. Oh, and that's another thing I know you guys can do with these. I do it with her other ones. She wears like the same style, but it's like the PetSmart or Walmart brand, and they're like blue and pink. She has both a blue and a pink one because we lost her blue ones at my dad's house, and then we found a pink one and we bought that one because she needed a harness to wear. And I put that on her. I usually, when we go out, I get those wet and she can wear them, and it's kind of like a cooling vest. I know it's not exactly like a cooling vest, but I feel like this would be awesome just because of how absorbent it is. If you get it, like, I don't think it's going to ruin it. Like, I mean, you can throw this in the wash. I would say throw this in the wash. Or, like I said, get it wet before you collect the fur off of it. Other than that, you guys, I'm going to round this up because it's coming up to 20 minutes. And that's probably one of my longest videos. But it also is a review video, so it was going to be a little bit longer. I've had no problems with, other than I would say, Stacy, look into, for your D-rings and stuff, I would look into, Strapworks, I think is what it's called. Their D-rings, you can buy them, and they're a lot cheaper than buying them in those bags. I know, because that's what I had a hard problem with. I would say get a thicker D-ring, because that's the only thing. I was afraid these were going to break on me. That was my only problem. But they've seemed to show their proof. Like, they're strong, but, like, I would maybe use these on, like, stuff with, like, puppies, maybe. Or, like, little dog vests, maybe. But I would get some, like, heavy, like, they have to, oh, those are okay, I guess. But, like, your, I would say, like, this thickness of your triangle, That's what you want for your D-rings, because, or something like this is a 1 inch right here, and this is just a collar, but something like this, just a little bit thicker than the one you're using now, and I think you'll be great. Other than just a couple fixes and a couple ideas I have for you, that's about it. I love the yellow trimming. I love how we did the nylon instead. I think you're right. It lasts longer. I just gotta be careful because I stain stuff real easily. Dog to service dog. We're out. Bye, peeps.